A few slight hours later, I'm here. Hello. I'm here with the hair all gone, the beard shortened down, and yeah, I've got my Eminem hoodie on, as you can see by the label there, and that here. It's an Eminem merch that I bought a few years ago. So keep myself nice and warm for this evening. How are you all doing? Welcome in, Renee. Welcome in, Dave. How we doing? Just wait and see if anybody else turns up now. So, yeah, I was temporarily unavailable, but now I am fully available and I am here. As you can see, I am here. See you. See you, Jimmy. See you, big man. There you are, Meowster. Yes, Meowster is here. How's everyone's day been? Just give you a few seconds to settle in. I will let you all know by Friday, or the following Monday on the live, if I don't hear from or see any of you, about my interview result. Because I had an interview this morning, 12 o'clock. I only had 15 minutes. It was a short one because the other lady was interviewing another 8 people before 3 o'clock. So the time schedule was between 12 and 3. So I picked the 12 o'clock one right at the very beginning. So I did ask at the end when I might possibly know a result, and she said, so in 4 days' time, I will have an answer. Fingers crossed, it's a good answer. So, yeah. Then I went into the high street, had a quick beer, and I came home. So, yeah, it's been overall a nice day. How's everyone else been? What's everyone else been up to? We'll probably go till about 9 o'clock, but I'm not going to be doing a 3.5 hour stream like I did a few weeks ago. That was just really enjoyable, but it knackered me out. It went right past the time span I was actually planning to do it for. Don't say I didn't enjoy it because I really did. But usually we try to keep these to about an hour, maybe just over an hour for things, the time constraint, the time schedule. But if it's a party, a celebration, or anything like I've got coming up, in fact, oh, today, it's today. I didn't do it. I forgot all about it. It was supposed to be the celebration because yesterday was my 10th year on YouTube. Tonight was supposed to be a few drinks and yeah, I've completely forgotten. So I'll have to put that to next week's stream on the 29th. Honestly, I need a diary now. I'm forgetting so much. I have to write things in a diary because I just don't remember. And like tonight, was supposed to be a completely different stream. And yeah, I haven't even done it. I was supposed to be celebrating 10 years on YouTube tonight, the 21st of September, which was yesterday, which is the day I first started the channel. And tonight was going to be the celebration night because yesterday was a Sunday. So that one's completely out the window. Completely out the window. I'm going to have to get myself back on track. I don't know what it is. I just cannot seem to remember to do anything that I said I was gonna do. I was gonna do some editing earlier, forgot about that. It's still sitting in the, software program now to be sorted out prior to upload. And then tonight I forgot to do completely what the whole idea of this stream was supposed to be for the anniversary of 10 years on YouTube, and haven't even done that. So, yeah, feel free to write "angry as a forgetful idiot" in the chat because that's perfectly fine. I'll let that go tonight. That's acceptable for writing that in the chat because it's true. And I am a forgetful idiot lately. Uh, Got my eye gone all bloodshot. Yeah, right in the corner here of each side. Look at this. Oh, what happened there? My eyes gone red and puffy. Very strange. So what does everyone want to talk about? Leave a note in the chat and we'll do what we normally do every week. 4 hours. Strange coming into his fourth hour on the stream. He won't be doing much longer. 4 to 5 hours on the stream to let people catch up. So this will be coming to an end in a minute. What's happened to my eyes? I look like I haven't slept in days. God, I look like I've been up for hours. I know I've had an early night, early morning, but this is just crazy. I look like I've been up for weeks and not slept. We can do a special celebration stream during this week if you don't want to wait till next Monday. They can do, but I might have to make it. Don't know when to do it because at some point, Haunted Sessions going to go live again. Um, then Beardo will probably go live. Um, and then I don't want to be doing too many lives while people are doing their lives, even though I don't join in on most of other people's lives too much at the moment anyway. But got to pick a day when it's not really going to conflict with a lot of things. So um, yeah, I'll think about that one. I might no, because Strange doing another stream tonight. I think at midnight. So if I do this one, then do another one, planning on what I was going to do because I didn't do the one I was supposed to do now, then um, I'm not going to be in a fit state to be able to watch the stream at midnight. So I'm gonna have to replan it. Hi Natalie, welcome in. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to work it out. I'm gonna have to sit down and work something out. If not, it doesn't matter next week. I mean, that's not a problem. I mean, I'm just not in the mood for. I was gonna do. I was gonna have a bottle of prosecco, and I was gonna have a few beers, and general chat, and celebrate 10 years on YouTube. But at the moment, I'm just not in the mood for drinking now. I've got water and cordial. That's lemon in there. I think I'll probably just leave it till next Monday. It's not going to be a big issue. Um, Yesterday did mark the 10th year that I've been on YouTube, so sort of hit a milestone there. So I think next Monday is probably going to be the best option. Just stick to the normal routine, but I'll do things differently next week. I'll get the I'll get the bottle in. I'll sit there sipping on it while I'm talking to you. I've got a few beers over there in the cupboard that I can just go and well, not in the cupboard, in the shelving unit over there where all my drinks and glasses are kept. So I think I might do it next Monday. Seems a better option. I've still got to sort out most of the streams with some of you, like Renee, Natalie, and everyone. If I got time and I got the money to pay for this stupid price that they keep sticking up and up and up on going live on Xbox to join you in certain things, then yeah, I'm just going to start at some point. Just paying. I can't get a deal at the moment because no deals on YouTube for any offers or anything to get like 3 months for £2 or something on um, Game Pass or something like that. They haven't done that for a long time since the last time I got that. So at some point, I'm going to have to sacrifice about seven quid for the month, just the 1 month, and then not have recurring billing on, and then I'll join some of you on, Sniper Elite if I've got it, or FC 24, 25, um, things like that, and we'll all have a laugh for a couple of hours, during the month. That's providing it doesn't conflict with anybody else who's got involvements with other streamers and playing games with them, like Natalie and things. And then when you want to go live, Renee, and play on YouTube and do your own thing, so we'll have to pick a time, make sure it's best for all of us. PSN is cheaper. How much cheaper is PSN to Xbox then for going online? We'll have to. Can't wait to dominate, beat Trevor for our FC24 challenge. Yeah, what is the challenge? Has it got a specific uh, stipulation to it or anything like, or is it just playing and then just playing the game? But we'll be doing ours soon. FC26 is out now. Looks really good. Looks uh looks really good. I've seen a few people playing it lately on YouTube, and the game looks significantly better too. The visuals in FC24 and 25, they've really worked on that well. But not that FC25 was bad looking; it's still a great game. But FC26, it just looks a hell of a lot better than the previous ones in terms of what work and what they've done to it. The players look better, the crowd looks better, the graphics of the pitch look way better. I don't know what engine they're using. In fact, let me check that out because I'm not entirely sure. FC26. Um, oh, they're using the Frostbite engine. Yeah, no wonder. No wonder the game looks so good. Oh, it's way better than that's way better than UFL. UFL looks like FIFA 97 compared to FC26. I mean, UFL will look crap. Basically, it's not a crap game, but it's going to look bad. compared to FC26. FC26 and that engine is so much better, so much better. Way better than UFL. UFL for me has been locked away in the archives. That's never going to see the light again. I'd way prefer to play FC now than I would UFL. UFL's all right, but I know I don't enjoy that as much as I do FC 25 and 24. But 26 just looks amazing. My next one is Little Nightmares 3, and then next year for Resident Evil 9. That's going to be amazing. Apparently, there's been confirmation. Apparently, I haven't read into it. I don't want to read anything about it. I keep seeing little snippets of it. I don't want to see any more trailers. Well, no, trailers are okay. Little game clips and stuff like that on the game show the other day. But I've heard rumours that they are now going to have Leon in it, but I want to go into the game relatively blind. I know a lot of people on YouTube are going to be playing it before we do. In regards to whether Strain gets it or how he gets it, I don't know. But yeah, I want to wait and see if they do anything with Leon, if he's in it or not. I don't want to go by rumours. I don't want to know that they say he might and then they don't, or they are definitely doing it or they're not. I just want to experience it when it plays out next year. So I'm going to avoid quite a lot on that. I mean, I might put things up on the channel for people to see, but I'm going to try and avoid as much as I can until the game actually releases, because that's one thing that I'm massively interested in. And I'd like to see, aside from what the developers, the game creators, and all that said, that he's not in there. Now the rumours are saying that he is in there. I want to see how it plays out when the game actually comes out. So all this stuff about he's in it, he's not in it, doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'll see for myself when the game comes out. I'm playing a free PSN game called Valiant Hearts: The Great War. It's surprisingly really good. You should give it a try. Um, I've not heard of it, but I might. Yeah, once I get set up, swap the Xbox round and things. Probably have a look at that. I did play a couple of demos the other day. I played the demo for Hell Is Us. That's going to be coming on the channel later. I played another demo the other day called Dead Reset. It's a game I haven't heard of, but it came up in the game demos display on the Xbox dashboard. And my God, I'll have to put that game to 18 plus when that's uploaded. I'm just editing it now. Stop for a little while to watch Strange stream, and then of course I'm doing this stream now. So once it's all done and it's up on the channel, it's going to have to be rated 18 plus because it's FMV. Hello, Fright Night. Welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, it's going to have to be 18 plus because it's an FMV game, bit like the Night Shift and things like that. There's real people, real actors with scenarios playing out. But the game itself is a decision-making looping scenario game. So every time something happens, you go right back to the beginning and start again. It's an intriguing concept, but because of the content within the game, I will definitely have to put that to 18 plus when it's uploaded, unfortunately. So not a lot of people are gonna get to see it, but to abide with the YouTube guidelines, that sort of content can't be available to everybody because of the way that the game plays out and what happens in there. And if any of you have a look at it later on when it goes up, you'll see exactly what I mean. So, looking forward to see you on my Last of Us Part 2 remastered platinum stream soon, lovey. Well, Renee, I'll be there to watch. And yes, you're right. I didn't vote on the poll because I didn't know about the poll 21 hours ago. As I said to you, I apologise for not being in contact lately, and I'll be in contact a bit more. But I've had a few things uh, going on. And yesterday, when I had my family day, um, I walked back from the parents' house back home here, and I was just so tired that I didn't stay up very long or pay attention to anything. So I literally just turned everything off and went to bed. It was only till this morning that I saw that a lot of you um, had put stuff out, and when I had put the post out and things like that. So, but I think my vote technically counted anyway because I did the last one, and I voted for The Last of Us, and I left a comment, and I told you I did that, Renee. So, I think I can get away with it because the game that I picked for you to play was the one that you're playing anyway. So, yeah, it didn't matter in the end, mate. It didn't matter in the end, mate. I tell you, it didn't matter in the end. So when you're planning on starting this Last of Us Platinum, then you got any ideas? What's the what's the time frame? Couple of weeks, and you get part one earlier, looking slick. Oh, what do you mean? It's the hair and everything. Yeah, I know. I had to do it last night because I had an interview this morning at 12 o'clock. So I will know the results of that by Friday this week in another 4 days' time. But I had to trim this down because this was getting long. And then I had to take my hair down so that I was looking all right for when I went into the interview, not looking like a hobo that's walked in off the street looking for a job, somewhere for a bit of extra cash, coming in off the street looking all dirty and scruffy and everything. So yeah, but yeah, I do this myself now because when I used to go to the hairdressers, the first time they did it for me, this is when I was younger and I actually had more hair. Um, it started off being £5. Next time I went, it was £7. Next time I went, it was nine. Next time I went, it was 12. And in the end, I ended up stopped going. I went down the town, picked up a box with the clippers in, all the fittings, all the lubricant, everything. And I went home and I just went, shaved it all off. And from then on, this is what I've been doing, this style, because that's all I can do with it now. Because I've got nothing down the middle. I've just got little bits on the side. So yeah, it's the only way I can do my hair now. This is the way it's got to be. And also, the clippers come in handy when you put the cover on, and you can trim your beard down. You can still keep some of it and not have it so big and bushy. And you can do double duty and cut your hair and your beard at the same time. And it saves you a lot of money from the extortionate prices of the hairdressers now. So yeah, that's what I do. So when the other one's gone, I'll go down to the high street, get another one, 30 odd quid or something, and then get another one, and just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Groundhog hair cutting, that's what I should call it. Doing the same thing over and over again. Well, it'll be on YouTube either way if I stream it there or on Twitch. Oh, okay. Or stream on both at the same time like you done before. If you got a computer that can handle it. The Last of Us Part 2 is a playthrough of a game and a half to platinum. Oh, excuse me. Been 11 months ago since I did the platinum for The Last of Us Part 1. Streamed on Twitch and YouTube, premieres the next day is how I did it. So what are you going to do with this one? You're going to do the platinum and then next day premiere, or are you going to change up the premieres now and do it, put the premiere up later, like a week's time or something? Hairdressers are expensive for a dry cut. Cost me 50 quid for mine. And I thought, bloody hell. See, this is why this is why I do things myself. Cole's just sent me a my mate Cole's just sent me a message. Look at this. Pop up pub. It's got a couple of tins in there and a glass in the middle. Look. How cool's that? Wonder where he got it from. Let's find out. All right. I can't stream both at the same time like Strain does. Oh, I thought when I researched it online to find out how to stream on Xbox before I finally got it sorted, because I was using my capture card, OBS, and the Xbox, and it wasn't working properly. It was really, really bad. And then I found my other capture card, a 4K capture card, set that all up, did it exactly the same way, and it worked perfect. But I was told, not told, but people have said when you go on YouTube and you search how to stream on YouTube with an Xbox, that it automatically puts you onto Twitch as well. So you're doing two platforms at the same time anyway. So I don't think you could ever just do YouTube. I think it said that you would have to do Twitch at the same time as well when you stream. That's what that's what when I looked it up the first time on YouTube. It's both YouTube and Twitch, not just YouTube itself. So I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of it fully. You know, I love getting the platinum on The Last of Us Part One and Two. It's the best. How long did it take to do Part Two? Because I think Part Two is considerably longer than The Last of Us Part One. So the only thing is that it seems that you have more time taken up playing as Abby than you do as Ellie. So yeah, that was the only takeaway from The Last of Us Part Two. It was too much focused on Abby at times. It went on for too long, and you only play for a short time as Ellie. They could have switched that up and done it a bit better, but still, the game was pretty good. Not as good as Part One, but still good in its own way. We've yet to see if they actually go with a Last of Us Part Three. Finish it off, make it a trilogy. Finish it off that way. And also, there's rumours. I don't know if anybody knows. Keep circulating and going quiet again. Uncharted 5, Nathan Drake coming back. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what they do there. Part one took me 3 days. Part two took me four. Okay. What's the what's the playtime for a platinum on Last of Us Part Two? Because if you look it up on YouTube and put in Last of Us Platinum, it tells you, doesn't it, sometimes how many hours, how long it's going to take you if you're going for the full plat. I don't have a capture card, so I stream directly from the console, so don't have the options to stream on both at the same time. All right, I set mine up with a capture card, as I said, that I found in the back corner over there to my left. And once I'd set up with OBS and got the display for the Xbox and things, I was good to go. But I didn't know how to. I couldn't actually get it to stream straight off the Xbox. Don't know quite how to do that yet. So I'll have to set up with the capture card when I do mine and run it through OBS. In fact, I'm gonna have to do a test stream on that again at some point just to set it all up again and see if it works as good as it did last time. Then when I do the test stream, I'll bring um, a select few in and see how it goes. And then you can give me some heads up as to whether it's going all right, what needs adjusting, what needs working on. And then if it works out that it actually works out the way it's supposed to go, I might start doing a bit more and more, like I've done with these Monday night chats here. I mean, we're at number 89 now, part episode 89. I mean, that's way back since I started this in January 2024, I think. Or was it 25? I can't remember when I even started this. I think it was January 24. It's been so long, I've completely forgotten. I did part two on Permadeath. Oh my god, you're brave for an extra trophy. 26 are needed for the base game, same as it was for the PS4 original. Streaming directly from Xbox only works with Twitch and Discord. I have a Twitch account, but for some reason I can't seem to get Twitch to show up on the Xbox in the live part. So if I was going to stream to Twitch from the Xbox, um, I'd need the display to show up in the streaming part of the console when you push the middle button and things. And I just can't get it to show up. So I don't know what the problem is. It shows my Twitch. I've got it synced. I've got everything as it should be. But the channel doesn't show up on the Xbox display for the streaming part. So I've given up on trying to get that to work for now. 26 trophies. Oh, okay. So that's all it was. There's really no difference between that and the other one. Just 26 trophies and one permadeath for an extra trophy. Okay. I did permadeath per chapter. Still counts towards a trophy. That's cool. If you can get it for doing that, that's good. I mean, I'm struggling at the moment on the the cabin fight on the Resident Evil 4 remake. I've gone back and played it on professional, and I just seem to have numerous issues trying to get that cabin fight completed. It's always been a nightmare for me. I didn't like it on the original, and I didn't like it on the remake, but they had to put it in 'cause it was a vital part. Did you I don't know if any of you have played it, but did you notice that the, certain segments, were replaced in the RE4 remake? They're still there, but done differently. And the one thing I've noticed that they took away, was the triple cage with that monster. If anyone remembers, where you have to run to different rooms, hit a lift, and then run back and get through the door before the cages all drop. And then you had that crawling scorpion-like monster type thing that you had to fight before you could move on. And then, yeah, it was done really well, but they obviously cut that out for time constraint because I can see where they've remade it and they put everything in and done it differently and made the game really good. But they couldn't obviously make it as it was with the original and put everything in. They had to leave some stuff out. Um, but yeah, you do notice when you play the RE4 remake that a lot of the original content from the original game, um, has gone. They've just redesigned it in the remake in a different way. But it still doesn't take away from how good that game is, though. It's just rage inducing when you get to a point in a game where you think you're going to finish it, and then like that you're dead, and then you have to start the whole scenario again. It's just I've tried different tactics. I've tried every single thing possible, and I just keep ending up dead just before the end cutscene comes, so I can get away from that part. Nightmare, absolute nightmare. I will get past it in the end, but at the moment it's driving me insane. I've not played the RE4. Oh, you well when you do, Natalie, you will really, really enjoy it because that game is just so well done, so well done. Oh, and the original, yeah, she was so annoying. But in the remake, they've made her so much better, so much better. You don't have to rely on her too much to, get carried away by the enemy, and her intelligence is better in the game. She hasn't got that crying, Leon, Leon, help, that we had in the first game and all that. There was a funny part in the first game though. If you get to the stairs in a certain part, before she jumps down, if you stand at the bottom of the stairs and aim the gun upwards, she does this little extra dialogue. She goes, What you looking at?" And then you aim the gun up again. She goes, "Oh, you're a pervert," and things like that. It's hilarious, absolutely hilarious. It's one of those things that people did years ago. They just kept doing it for the extra dialogue and the laughs. She's going, "Stop! What you looking at? Oh, you're a pervert." It's so funny. Obviously, you haven't got that in the remake now, but I mean, it was the funniest thing that I'd seen people do in that game. And when it became a trend that people knew they could do that, everybody was doing it, you know, just for the sheer fun of it, to hear our responses and stuff. Yeah, Leo, Leo, Leo. On the remake, does she have duct tape? In the remake, Natalie, you'll see a considerable difference in Ashley to the very first game. She's created so much better. Nowhere near the original Ashley at all. Evil laugh used to crack me up as they approached and sneaked up on you. What's that? I don't remember that lot. Been a long time since I played the RE4 original. I done it again and recorded it. I've still got more to go up on the um the channel and some other things which I'm slowly getting through and freeing up some space on the computer. Uh, um yeah, the RE4 original was still good though. Got that classic feel. The the remake, I can't fault them. I can't fault them for what they've done. The game, it just looks good. Leon feels more realistic. In the original game, all you could do was stand and shoot. You couldn't move while you're firing the weapon. You were locked onto the spot. In this one, you can run around, you can reload while you're moving. You can move around while you're aiming. You're not rooted to the spot like Leon was in the first game. Ashley's way more improved, and everything is just done so much better. If they can do that with the uh with any other ones that they do, for example, Code Veronica, um, Resident Evil Zero, maybe Resident Evil 5, if they go back and do a Resident Evil 1 complete remake, if they can do it as good as they've done Resident Evil 4, we are going to be in for some fantastic remakes in the coming years. On the original, I called Ashley all the names under the sun, just stood there while the enemy walked, picked her up, carried away. The evil laugh was the enemy that wears the red shroud. Um, was that the ones that were accompanying? What's the little guy's name? The little one, Ramon Salazar. Yeah, you're talking about one of those that was standing behind him. One of the uh, what do you call them? Verdugos that were all dressed up in the long robes with the hood and stuff. If that's what you mean. When are you going to play Trevor, Renee? I'm interested now. Seeing this in the chat, I'll be looking forward to seeing that when that happens. It's probably going to be more entertaining than the real football that we got on now. Because the real football that we got now is crap, absolute rubbish. I like the women's football, to be honest. Now it's so much better than watching the men. It's just awful watching the men's game. You watch the women's game; they've really raised the bar now, and the men can learn from how they play because, in my opinion, they're far more superior and they've achieved a lot more than the men's football teams, plus the England team as well. Look at the ladies; they've won the European Championships. They've won the Women's International Cup, which is like the Women's World Cup. They've won several tournaments in the league and stuff. And you look at England men, and they can't win anything. They haven't won anything since 1966. We come close, but we always bottle it at the end, and something happens, and we just fall apart. The men's division, football league, in the Premier League, it's not as good as it used to be now. That's slowly getting worse. So you know, women's football, I think, is the more superior one. That's not me being sexist or saying that anything about it. It's just that the level has got so much better that the women are now doing much better than the men are. Plus, you have more entertaining games. You don't have them falling on the floor, holding their chin and holding their face once they get shoulder barged or anything like a little tap on the shoulder or whatever, or a little knock because somebody's gone up for a header. and they go over like a sack of spuds and just lay there waiting for the ref to do something, which he won't do because they're acting out, false actions, claiming somebody's hit them when they didn't. So, yeah, the women don't do that. They just get up and carry on playing. The games are so much better, so much better. Other people will probably disagree with me, but that's my opinion. Yeah, those ones. Oh, okay, it was them. Yeah. Uh, oh, it depends on how good your internet handles. And the internet isn't going to be any good till you move. All right. Okay, so it's going to be a little while yet, I'm guessing. All right. I think Haunted Sessions is getting his revenge on me. I wasn't in his stream last night. I honestly didn't know that he did a live last night because he just came back a few days ago. He had a few months off. He wasn't going to bring the channel back, but people wanted him to, and they pushed him to, and he returned. So I wasn't in the live last night and only found out this morning, among other things, that he was live last night. And he's not here in mine tonight. So I think he's getting his revenge. He's gone, oh, Angry Nubis will be live at 7:30. Yeah, don't worry about him. He wasn't in my live last night. Fuck him. Stranger said he's doing choice banning now. You let him know who you want banned, and he's going to ban them. Oh, by the way, guys, heads up. You probably heard me say this in Strange Chat. I'll just give you a little heads up about this before we finish. Uh, I think something's happened with my channel. I mean, the channel is perfectly fine, but I think somebody has cloned it and is acting as me. So if you see someone you think is me come into your chat, be very careful. Hi, Daniel, welcome in. Um, yes, be very careful because last night, as I was talking about Haunted Sessions stream, um, I wasn't in there, but somebody um, came in, and I heard this morning when I watched the live stream back, I heard Jason say, "Hello, Angry Anubis, welcome in." So I messaged him and said, "Jason, I wasn't there." I said, "I told you in the comments, which you responded to, I was at my mum and dad's. When I got home, I didn't know till this morning when I watched the stream back that you'd actually streamed last night. But you called me out and welcomed me in, and yeah, apparently somebody came in as me. So he's looking into it now to find out um, what it is. But it said I came up as me with the blue mod mark because I'm a moderator for him as well. It showed up with my branding and everything, but it wasn't me in the stream. So because I'm in Scott's live streams most mornings as well, who Natalie knows about, Australian Anubis, I've told him as well to keep an eye out because if I'm not there, that person coming into the stream, if they come into that stream, is not me as well. And I just want to make you lot aware as well. If you do any lives, game streaming, whatever, if I'm not around and you see somebody who you think is me, it's not me. Somebody has taken my details for the channel and is trying to act out like it's me in there, but it's not. So I'll always let you know if I'm in the stream, and you'll know it's me, because when I come in, I say hello and I say something, and you know from that it's me. But if anyone comes in with that name, my name, Angry Anubis, and it looks like me, and I'm not there, report it and get rid of it. The worst thing that can happen is if that is a clone and it's attached to my channel and you report it and you block it, the worst that can happen is that I will get blocked as well as a result of that account being linked to mine. But if it's not, and it's just a separate account and somebody's made it up to look like it's me and is going into other people's streams and chatting and interacting and it's not me, report it and ban it. But I will always let you know if it's me that is in your stream, and you'll know by the way I talk and the way I interact that it is me. But somebody out there, and this is being looked into at the moment by Jason Haunted Sessions to try and find out what it is. Somebody, as I said, is out there claiming to be me. So yeah, I just thought I'd put that out there for you all and give you the heads up on that, because I haven't really explained it properly yet. But now you know the situation. How they do this, I really don't know. But yeah, somebody out there is trying to act like me. I'll keep an eye out on Scott's stream every morning and I'll also send you a text to verify it's you. Okay, cheers. But yeah, if you see me apparently come in and they act differently, because even on Jason's live, when I was talking to him this morning, they said, come to think of it, we were talking, but it wasn't actually like the way we spoke to you if you come in on the stream. I said, well, it definitely wasn't me because I wasn't there. I wouldn't have put a comment in saying it wasn't me in there if I'd actually gone in, but I didn't go in. And they said my name, the blue mod symbol appeared and everything, but the way they were talking was not the way that I talk to people in that stream, and I only picked up on that a little bit later. And then apparently somebody else said that somebody gifted a membership and they think that I might have got the membership. That's why my name came up. But this person was actually talking in the chat, and I haven't got a notification on YouTube to say that I actually received a gifted membership for the channel. So I don't quite know what's happening there. Scott already knows Natalie about this. I told him this morning before I went out for my interview, because I popped into his stream. He said he'll keep it noted. But if he's got a mod like you and he's doing his gaming and his thing, obviously you'll be there to check it all out and just to remind him that if someone comes in with my name, it's possibly not me. But if I do go in, then you will definitely know it's me by the way I interact with everybody in there and things like that. So it's somebody playing silly buggers and going around other people's channels and claiming to be me, but it's not me. Some sad people out there, aren't there? They've got nothing better to do than just make false accounts, troll people, and just act like an idiot and just try and ruin everyone's day. People like that are just like these ITC channels and these other things. As soon as somebody's died, celebrity of some sort, or they jump on it the second it's happened, and then apparently they say, oh, I can talk to so and so for a spirit box, they've spoken to me. No, they haven't. It's just sweeping frequencies on a radio station, bits of voice, clips of voice, little bits of song, little bits of static, because it's sweeping on an AM, FM rapid rate, and you're palming that off with a false narrative and saying that you've spoken to a ghost. No, you haven't. You're a dickhead. You're using broken tech that doesn't work, a guitar amp with some guitar pedals, a little aerial on it, and sweeping AM, FM frequencies, and you're telling people that, you know, you're hearing voices of the person that passed that day. It's not going to come through that quick, even if they did. And then you're claiming that they're giving the families some closure by being able to speak to somebody. It's complete disrespect and disregard for the family's grief process at the time for losing a loved one, and they're just sitting back and going, yeah, it's all right, isn't it? We got the money coming in. We got the money coming in. Great, my bank account's a little bit better off than it was last time. Bloody grifters, and say, should be deplatformed. It should be classed as fraud. Fraudulent behaviour and obtaining money at the same time. It's sick. These people should be taken off YouTube and deplatformed. That kind of content is just wrong. If you look at Cody ITC, which is a video Beardo did a couple of days ago on ITC channels, you'll see so many that they've done. And they started on Ozzy Osbourne when he died. About 4 hours after, I think it was, he decided, that's enough, I've waited long enough, I've got to do something for the money to come in, and did a video on that with a load of bullshit narratives and crap tech and all that rubbish. Then he done Hulk Hogan, which is not surprising. Then he went and did Charlie Kirk after the tragedy. Then I'm not surprised if, you know, Ricky Hatton appears on there next. They're bullshit channels. They just need removing, need wiping off and just getting rid of. If someone's doing that, make sure you change all your details the moment you get money from YouTube. They'll be able to try and access that too. I don't think I've been hacked. And do you know what? When I think I told you I had a feeling that I was hacked a while ago, because every now and then YouTube kept logging me out and I had to sign in again through the verification process to get back into YouTube. But the last few weeks, that's gone. And my channel's been fine. I haven't been logged out at any time during the day or any time. I haven't had to be asked to log back in using the verification process, key process and everything else. You know, like putting your code in to access your account. Now, I haven't had any of that. And yet it was every so much a time a little while ago that I was getting logged out and I had to sign back in, and it's not happening now. It's not happening. And now I've got, the only thing I've got is somebody obviously cloning the channel or making an account that's in the same name as me and going into other people's lives and things like that and claiming to be me. So that's the next thing to be sorted out. But at the moment, yeah, my channel seems to be perfectly fine. I've had no issues, no nothing. So let's hope it stays that way. But yeah, it is worth it at times, changing all details and passwords, etc., to get on, because if it's compromised, you need the security, don't you, to block these people out. So it is a good idea in a way. All right, it's coming up. Well, it's just gone 9 o'clock. I'll give it another few minutes and then we'll end the stream. So is there anything anyone else wants to talk about while we're here? I don't know what happened to Fright Night. They came in and I haven't seen them since they said that initial hello and left the comment. saying I was looking slick. No biggie though. They probably got things to do, and you know, like everybody else, they got things to do, and they can't hang around. And it's not mandatory to be here anyway, but it's nice that people pop in, show their support, say hello. That's the reason why I continue with this. I mean, I think out of the whole time I've been doing it, I've had 2 really, really good streams. I've had some where there's not many people in, some where nobody's really turned up at all, and it's been a bit up and down, but I'm still going to continue, to the end of the year, and then start again in 2026. I'll keep it going until the day it doesn't work anymore, or if it really, really builds up, and then yeah, I'll see how it goes. I'll just evaluate it over time. Cool, Mitch. I'm doing a strain here. I haven't taken my hay fever tablet today. My nose is itching like mad now. You can hear my tone changing as well, like I've got a cold. But it's just when I get the hay fever, it's my nose, and this is why my eyes are like this. Look at my eyes. This is all to do with the hay fever. It's an absolute nightmare. Oh, at times every 6 months I have to change my password so no one can get my accounts. Best way to be, Daniel. We've got to be secure these days with all these cyber hacking and all this stuff going on. I'm just amazed at how they can just break in. I mean, if you go back a few years, who was it? The Ouija brothers. They had somebody hack in through their email, and they got into their YouTube channel. This was a big thing a few months ago, and the people who hacked in completely changed his YouTube channel, and he thought it was going to be gone forever. And they didn't know if they were going to get it back. YouTube, Google, and everybody got involved to look into it, and it was a scam crypto company. They changed his channel into a cryptocurrency channel, rebranded it with new logos and banners and everything, and they were doing crypto giveaways and things like that on there. And eventually, they managed to get it back. The channel was brought back. The scam crypto company was kicked out, who hacked in, and they got all their content back, all their channel back, and everything, which is good. But it shows how easy somebody can hack in to your account just through an email and do all of that in the blink of an eye. Completely change your channel to make theirs. And yeah, it's people out there are just, some of them are just scumbags, absolute scumbags. Round about Christmas, you get all the other scammers coming out, phoning up the elderly and conning them out of loads of money just because it's Christmas time and things like that. And the problem is that, unfortunately, because of the older generation, the way they are, they fall for it and end up losing their money to some scumbag at, a time of the year when you're supposed to be celebrating, happy, and everything else. And they're sitting at home upset, and they've got no money because some scumbag has scammed it off them. That's why I like that program, Scam Interceptors, because they've got such a great setup and such a great team. I don't know if anybody's watched it, but they can from the studio with all the tech and all the people they've got there, they can get all the scammers' information, download it, and they've got all the evidence there of what it is. They make sure that the other person who's on the other end of the line doesn't get scammed by the person who's trying to do the scamming. They isolate the calls and speak to the scammers. They isolate the calls and speak to the person who's potentially being scammed. They give them lots of good advice and everything, and all the information they pull off all gets collated and sent to the authorities. So yeah, really good program. If you haven't seen it, sit there on I think it's a Monday night. Have a look at it on a Monday night or whatever night. If it's on TV, Scam Interceptors, and have a look at that. Really, really interesting in what they do. Really interesting. Digital ID is coming, apparently. It's going to be announced soon. Voluntary at first, then mandatory. I haven't heard anything about that. I'll keep an eye out for it. Talking of that, has anyone heard that the potential rumour from Microsoft that, like TV and things, consoles, Xbox and things, they're thinking about implementing adverts now at some point. So you could be playing a game and you'll get adverts and things, running ads while you're playing games or something like that. Seems like a stupid thing to do. I don't know how that's going to work, but it was a thing that they said they might be doing potentially in the future, rolling it out. Ad-based revenue or ad-based stuff inside playing games on a console or something. It's strange. I hope they don't, but you never know with these companies how far they're going to go or what they're going to do, going into the future, do we? Lots of people are saying they're going to stop people going into the internet, YouTube and Gmail, Google in general. Well, I heard the other day that now for adult sites, because years ago you used to be able to just type in whatever you wanted to type in and you just click on the video and you can watch it. Now you got to have some sort of verification and ID to be able to access the sites, and then they're gonna, for child online safety, YouTube are implementing something about that now, aren't they? I think I discussed that or mentioned it a little while ago. Potentially, some sort of security measure to protect children while they were playing online in party chat and things like that. Some kind of signing in or some kind of thing that Microsoft are going to implement at a later stage. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. I can't find the information on it now, but I read something about a little while ago about the child online safety thing. As I said, when they're playing online and they got party chat going on and everything else, security measures, which means that you have to. I think it's something about signing in to your Xbox, and there's specific things you have to do. That's coming in the future somehow, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. If anybody knows what it is supposed to be an implementation of some sort in 2026. If someone can remind me if they know what it is, then let me know. Eventually, I will figure my stream schedule up and the title for it. I think you meant title. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was just being. I like watching Scam Interceptors too, but I've cancelled my TV license, so I can't watch it. Oh, have you? Yeah, BBC, corrupt, immoral company, and they taking the money from the TV licenses and things like that. That's what we're paying for. That's why we pay our license, because we have to pay money into the BBC. So if you want to, that's one thing I've never understood. You can buy an Xbox right? And you can plug it in, you can start playing on your TV, right? But if you go and buy a TV from the shop, you set it all up at home, but you've got to pay for a TV license to watch it. It makes no sense. I don't see why you should have to pay money once you've set a television up to watch it. I mean, if you went in and bought, if you went to the town and you went, oh, look, there's a Sony, one of these. Look, and yes, I've still got one, a Walkman, right? Look, there's the old Walkman. I've had this for years, right? So you would put the earphones in the top there. You'd clip it onto your belt with that. You put the tape inside once you can get it open. I can't remember how to open it. But you open it up and put the tape inside and everything. And you walk along the street playing the tape, listening to music, right? Don't cost you anything to do that. And the same with a Discman, one of these. Portable CD player. Right? Earphone in the side. Bung it in your pocket. Right? CD inside there. Shut it. Walk down the road, listening to music. Don't have to pay anything because you bought it and it's yours. So why do you have to buy it? Why do you have to pay money for a TV? Say 400 quid if it was cheap. Your old telly broke. 400 quid for a 40-inch 4K television. You set it all up at home and you got to pay money to watch the TV and you just paid 400 quid out for it. So why is everything else okay to use while you're out and about when you bought in the shop? Headphones, Walkmans, portable CD players, phones, laptops, and you still got to pay money when you buy a £400 TV to actually watch any channels on it. Never understood it. Never ever understood it. It makes no sense. We shouldn't have TV licenses. We should just be able to watch the channels, set the telly up. Once we paid the money for the TV and watch what's on the TV, set it all up, plug in your Skybox and away you go. But no, we have to pay money to buy it and then we have to pay money out to watch it. It's sickening, absolutely sickening. The Brick card will store all your bank details, your medical information. If you say anything online, not anything bad, just your own opinion. If it doesn't align, oh God, that don't sound good, with the authority. I don't like the sound of that at all. That's not good. Then they can stop your money. They can stop you buying food. Too much red meat, too much healthy food. You won't be able to do anything without it. Everyone, oh, for fuck's sake. So not only have we come out of the COVID era and nobody's using cash anymore, everybody's paying by card. What, you now got this Brick card that's going to do everything. Oh, I don't know where we're headed. I really don't know where we're headed and why we've got all this. Seems to me like they just want to they want to spend money on something and it's like, give it to the public. Bugger them. If they don't want it, they bloody well got it anyway. This is Starmer. This is Starmer. This is what he's doing. It's all gone wrong since he got in. And I tell you what, a lot of people are going to be relieved when he's chucked out and he's gone. Because at the moment, everybody's in an uproar. I'm not going to go into politics on the channel, but everybody's upset. They voted him in, and I think now they're regretting the fact that they ever voted him in. Even the die-hard Labour, the Labour-sided people who would have done that anyway, voted him in, or anybody else who was going to be getting in, because they're staunch Labour, they're pro-Labour and nothing else. And I think them, along with everybody else in the country, are just so upset now that they made this decision to vote him in, that the whole country is in an uproar now. People are protesting almost 24/7. There's so much stuff going on with the migrants and the other people that we've got, and then he's adopted this send one back that's coming illegally, and we'll accept one that you fly back in illegally coming into the country. So he's not really getting rid of any, he's just getting rid of one to bring one back. And then of course, if this protesting and everything else carries on, and people get more and more and more upset, there's going to be more trouble, more arrests and everything else until Starmer's gone. And then I think whoever comes in and takes over is going to have to put in a lot of effort to change things round again from when he was in, because if they do anything similar or anything like that, we're going to have another few years of just constant protesting, trouble, arrests, migrancy issues, people coming in on boats and coming in illegally and stuff like that. You know, it's not going to be any different. So we need somebody who's going to stand up and say, we're going to change the policies that Starmer had now he's gone, and, you know, try and change the country back around a little bit to make the people happy. Otherwise, all we're doing is just constantly creating more conflict and no resolution. So that's my opinion anyway. Everyone is saying no. All right, so if it's a majority no, then the government should listen and it shouldn't happen. But then again, what do we matter with the powers that be? We have to lump it. They do it, we have to lump it, and we have to live with it. As far as they're concerned, that's the way it goes. You need to use cash as much as possible, keep your freedom. This sounds a bit, not you, Natalie, but this sounds a bit, this is getting a bit deep now. It sounds like it's starting to turn a little bit to the deep side. Spend cash, keep your freedom. 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 What do we want? Cash money. When do we want it? Now. When do we want cash money? When do we want it? Now. There are our own little protests going on. It's Tony Blair. He's been wanting this for years, and people said no because he makes a fortune on it. And now Starmer said yes. Well, he would do, wouldn't he? Starmer's a twat. I'm officially saying that. Starmer's a fucking idiot. Everybody hates him. He's the most hated Prime Minister out of every Prime Minister that we've had in the past. He's the most universally hated person since he got in now. His rating is very, very low. Really low. He can't even get through the street now without being bombarded by people. Saw a video this morning of a boat arriving in the UK and loads of people jumping out of it and legging it. No one was there to stop them. Some of their mates were waiting. I know, they're just going to come flooding in. We've got no border control. We've got no one regulating what happens each here and there. So as a country, we're just going to be having more and more and more of this problem. And I can't see a way of stopping it. You're not going to be able to have armed guards standing on the shoreline. You're not going to have them shooting people, because that's not how we work in this country. The way it looks to people, which is the most aggravating part of it all to everybody, is the way that it looks is, to them, the English people don't matter. The English people of England, the true patriots, and the people that are the civilians and the English people of the country, seem irrelevant now, according to the government. The basis of it is that people are thinking now, if you're English, doesn't matter. If you're a migrant or illegal immigrant or anyone coming over on a boat, landing on the beach, you're entitled to way more than what the English are getting. And that's the way it's gone. They're welcomed in. They're put up in fancy hotels. They got a free buffet most of the day. Breakfast, money, cars, everything given to them out of our taxpayer money. And with the English struggling at the moment, people struggling with the cost of living, wondering if they're going to be able to provide food for their kids and family and everything else, which is not their fault. The illegal immigrants are all living it up in the hotel, having the high life, and we're struggling here, but they don't seem to notice that. They seem to be more welcoming to the people that have come in by boat. Give them everything they want and sod the rest, Jack. That's basically what it feels like to most people. That's not my opinion. This is why the people are protesting in London with a big Tommy Robinson rally that just took place a few weeks ago. And people's feelings are changing now because they feel they're being neglected, and they feel that the migrants that are coming in on the boats, and it's really, they are speaking the truth, they're getting treated better than we are. I get £800 or just over a month while I'm not working, and that's got to pay for my rent and my bills and leave me some money left over until the following month. Now, you get an illegal immigrant coming over on a boat, getting put up in a hotel, getting breakfast, getting buffets laid out for them, getting treated like royalty, and they're getting more and more money. They're getting way more money than us. Way more money than us. So they're significantly better off than we are. And this is why they keep coming over, because they know they'll get treated nicely and looked after and put up in a lovely hotel with beautiful rooms and everything else, all paid for by us. Free food, free everything. And all money in your pocket to do what you want with, which is considerably more than what we get. So this is why people have got their back up and they're starting to protest now, because they've had enough. They've really had enough. The people of Britain are uprising, and personally, I can't blame them for it. And there's only one person or several people to blame, and that's the government, who ain't doing anything about it. Anyway, it's enough of that. They've been given new houses too. At the bottom of my street, new houses built, flat screen TVs, new cookers, washers, dryers, and works for nothing. Houses. I know. This is the way the country's going, and this is what's causing the trouble from the protesting, because people are getting fed up with the way it's going. They put the houses right across from the swimming baths at the end of my road. Oh, talking of that, Southend, where I am, on the seafront, there are little fountains along the seafront on the opposite side of the arcades, on the back of the beach wall in a little area. And the block seats have been put in all around it for people to sit on. And there's families and children there, and the children all running around in and out the water. As the water goes up in the air, they're all running underneath it and getting soaked and everything else. And the sad part of it is, my mum was telling me the other day, unfortunately, it's attracting all the PDA files now. Can't say the actual word because of YouTube. They don't like you saying it, so you have to change it. But all the PDF files all go down to the seafront, sit on the block seating, and stare at the kids all day, watch them playing in the water in their little bikinis and swimsuits and things like that. They're all integrating themselves into the public, merging with everyone, and using that as an excuse to blend in with everybody and and watch these little 4 or 5-year-old kids running around getting soaked in the afternoon, having fun with their parents. Sick. Absolutely sick. Imagine seeing me living in one of those houses. Yeah, move Renee out, stick him in there. He'll open the door, open the window every morning, slide it open. Shh. He'll look out and he'll go, meow. Natalie will be on the other side. She'll see Renee through the window. She'll open her window. Shh. She'll go, meow, back. And all you'll hear most of the morning is meow, 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 meow. And then next door winds their window down. Will you fucking shut up? All I can hear is meow, meow, bloody hell. That would be hilarious. And then, of course, you go, oh, sorry, mate. And he shuts the window and you just carry on. You go, meow, meow. He opens the window again. Oh, I fucking told you. Oh, okay. It'll be hilarious. That would be different. No, Renee, what you'll have to do is you'll have to get a flight, right? What you have to do it properly is to get something like that, is to get a flight and go somewhere else and then throw your passport away, chuck your passport away, chuck it in the sea or burn it or do something with it. Then you get on one of the boats that everybody else is getting on, the immigrants, and you sail back with them. And when you come back, you got no passport, you got no money, you got nowhere to live apparently, and then you'll be able to get one of those houses right opposite Natalie, and then you'll be set for life, mate. You'll get money in your pocket. You'll get free everything, free food, free accommodation, lovely place to live in, all paid for by the taxpayer, and you can just sit back and you could stream your Xbox all day or PlayStation and play Last of Us and stream to us all, from your home, which is, which is free of charge. You're doing it wrong, mate. You need to go and get the flight first, dump your passport, and then come back on the boat with everybody else. Can't stand those people that prey on the innocent. I know, but unfortunately there are some out there. Now, I didn't believe it until a few years ago. I was sitting outside the Tap, which is right opposite Hainault Avenue. My friend was with me, who lives down Hainault, and this guy walked past, didn't recognise him at all, and my mate said to me, see that guy there? And he was an old guy. He had hair like mine when it grows out, bit missing down the middle, just on the sides, just white. Very smaller, shorter shaved beard than mine, shaved down. Bit of a belly, jogging bottoms on, just like your typical old man out for a walk, like. And I looked over and I said, yeah. And Cole said, my mate Cole, he said, that's our old head teacher, Mr. Copeland. So I said, is it? I wouldn't recognise him. I said, when I was at school, he was slim and he didn't look anything like that now. And he said to me, yeah, he's been had up by the police. He's one of the child groomers. He's a PDA file as well. And he was headmaster at Thorpe Bay, the school I went to while I was there. And that school was full of children. So whether it was he was part of it at that point, which gave him the perfect cover to get in to the school and be around kids. I don't suppose he did anything while he was at school because we never heard reports of anything happening. But if he was involved in all that, he was in the right place, as a job to be able to, see school kids all day, every day from 9 to 5 and get his pleasure out of it, whatever pleasure he got from watching and things. But now he's older. Yeah, apparently anybody could be one of them, and that just proves it. An old head teacher of mine in school turns out to be one himself. I mean, and it crazy, absolutely crazy. You don't know anything about people, and yet you've been around them for all that period of time, and then you find all this out. Cover it up well, don't they? Really cover it up well. Yes, the three Meowsketeers. We should be neighbours. Meowsketeer! Over here! Meowsketeer! We should have a ton of nothing but sharing all the love. Exactly, but unfortunately there isn't any because of the the way things are going in the world. The ongoing issue with Russia and Ukraine, which isn't sorted yet. People protesting, getting upset about the immigration and nothing being done about it and trying to make their points known. You got the Gaza Strip. You got all these different things all going on, all at different times, and you know, it's a sad state of affairs, and it's a scary world we're living in now. You don't know which way it's headed, do you? You just don't know. I don't have the news on too much because it's it's too depressing. All you get is death, depression, destruction. There's nothing positive that comes from any news at the moment. It's all focused on Russia, Ukraine, and things like that, and all the death, depression, destruction, and all the things that are happening out there. People suffering while the war's going on, and I can't listen to it because it's too depressing for me. It just brings you down all the time. You got nothing to enjoy once you've heard something like that on the news. You know what makes you happy after hearing all that? So I tend not to have the news on unless it's local news and you hear about London and the surrounding areas. And I don't mind that, but when you start hearing the mainstream news, God, it's so depressing. There's just nothing good on there. Nothing good. All you're hearing is something that just basically brings you down and ruins your day. I want my day to be enjoyable, not be depressed by what you hear on the news. You know, I'm sure everybody feels the same. Okay, it's coming up 20 to 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this stream here. I'm going to give you all a couple of hours to get ready for Strain's midnight stream coming up. I'm going to go and sort myself out and get something to eat and then chill out for the evening. So let's say thank you to Daniel, Renee, Natalie, Fright Night Project, anybody else who came in that's lurking, that didn't chat. Thanks for being here and supporting. And I'll see you next. Avoid the news. Everything I've seen has been shared. I know. And the fact is, you don't want to wake up in the morning and all you hear is the 3Ds, death, depression, and destruction. I mean, that's not going to start your day off in a great way, is it? Thank you, Natalie. I appreciate it. I'll see you all at midnight for Strain's next stream, if you can make it. Everybody else, if you're in a part of other streams that I join, I'll see you all there. Otherwise, we'll be back here next Monday, 7:30, and we'll be back and we'll be doing it all again. So enjoy your evening. I'll see some of you at 12. And yeah, thanks for all the support. Thanks for being here. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for sharing your views and everything in the chat as well tonight. Much appreciated. And I will see you all again soon. Meowing. I'm meowing out. I'm meowing out now. Bye.